Well, I want to show you what I'm having to do. It's the wind's blowing out of the south, so I put my chair that's south, and that way I can tolerate being out here as cold as it is with the wind blowing. Let me sit down. Oh, I gotta pull this thing in. It's just too far up in the air. But yeah, maybe if I set it like this, maybe even go, well, shoot. All right, let me try that. Pull it just even a little closer. Oh, the wind's blowing. Dick, come on. Ooh, been out here almost 16 minutes, and I decided to grab the camera. And I hope the wind's going to slow down and cooperate with us. Maybe if I block it with my body a little better. Moving around too much. People don't like that. I don't know if it's what they're moving around is. Does that bother people? It don't bother me, but I hear that it's not the proper way to make a YouTube video. Well, hell, ain't nothing been proper about me since I started on YouTube. I'm just as country as hell and can't help it. I speak with a southern accent, and anybody don't like that, well, they can just kiss my grits. I ain't ate grits in years, but I grew up eating rice and beans and grits. Every now and then we'd get some crackers and we'd go crazy. Yeah, we'd want to eat all the crackers in a day. But ain't really got a whole lot to say except the awakening is well on its way. People are starting to question everything. And that's part of the awakening scenario within our DNA. When we start questioning everything, then we start realizing that it's the thinking is what's changing, and the thinking has to change so you can change your reality. And you change the way you think about it. You change the way you perceive news and information. And you start researching earnestly and asking your Father and Mother God to, in your words, you ask your, Jesus, anybody that you know that you want to ask in prayer, you say, help me, Father, help me, creator, source of all being, help me, my dead ancestors. There's so many ways of saying, asking help from the universe, and the thing that we are is the thing that we're asking help to. So really, you're not alienated from the truth. The truth is always there. It's just that the awakening is helping us shift our consciousness, which is a collective consciousness of unawake people that are causing the problem. And as soon as they get on board, and then we can get on about changing this what we see out of our eyes into the actual perception of what we really want to see. Do we really want to see killing and stupid people fighting over government land and government money and government murders and government politicians? Man, we don't need no stinking politicians. We need technicians. We need people that can really be problem solvers and don't have no agenda and not hooked to no military industrial complex, so whatever. I don't know how that's going to look and how that's going to happen. It may never happen. It may always be a confusing bunch of bull crap out there in that world. But it doesn't have to be in your mind. You can change the way you think. You can change the things around you. You can change the physical reality by going in and realizing who you really are. We've never been our personality. I might have to tuck it in the way the wind's blowing. I won't know until I process it. May have to throw it away. It's easy to throw this stuff away when it ain't good. You just hit that delete button and that sucker is gone. Delete, delete. But if this is good, I'll post it. If it ain't, I don't care. All I want to try to tell y'all people is that I believe that a great awakening is taking place. I've been saying that for 15 or 20 years. But I know it in fact in my actual atoms, down to the very resonance of the vibrational field of love. I can feel it. I can sense it. And it's taken people to go through great pain and suffering, and they're so confused at why the news is saying what they say and how the world seems to be. So that makes them want to research it, makes them want to look it up, makes them want to find out, well, why is everything so pretty inside of a church? But nobody's telling us the truth. They're telling us what they want us to hear. It's been resaid for 1,000 years. What was Jesus doing? Who was Jesus? I call him Yeshua ben Joseph. He's my brother. And his creator is my father. I'm not physically created. I was brought into this reality of some kind of contract. I don't know why, when, where, or how. But, boy, when I came in, August the 17th, 2003, my mind became still. So still, all I could sense and feel is the presence of my Father, Mother, God's love. That insanity that had been driving me out of my mind was relieved in that moment of self-realization of the I am presence of Christ consciousness living on the inside of each and every atom. I became peaceful, loving, and able to forgive. Forgiveness is the quickest, easiest way to start having an awakening experience that you know you're creating your reality. If you're harboring any ill will towards anyone that you think had ever hurt you, you got to go to the cross. you got to go to the crossroads of your reality, and you got to question, is it real? Or is it my thinking? It's really only your thinking, because that's what, in my situation, that's all it was. No one had ever done anything to me. It's the way we think that causes us to have the pain. It makes you get into that modality of sitting around saying you're broke, sick, busted, and disgusted. And I was getting every reason to be. Because I was definitely broke and busted. And I was disgusted. I didn't want to live here no more. I wanted a change. And boy, did it happen. I woke up the next day. My mind was completely still. I didn't know what year, day, or month it was. I didn't have a clue what had happened. But within that realization of something happened, that's when I realized that night before I called out on the name of God, my Father. Not knowing what I was saying, I said a prayer. First prayer I said earnestly since I was 8 years old. I said, Father, remove this feeling of insanity out of me. These thoughts of suicide and depression and anxiety. I keep waking up in the last 9 months more. I can't sleep more than 4 or 5 hours. I wake up with these worms crawling through my mind. And I woke up that next day in perfect stillness, peace. When I realized that God was real, I even said it out of my spoken words. I said, oh my God, God is real. And the room filled with light. It blinded me almost for a second. And then I realized it was only my thoughts that had ever caused me any pain, any suffering. So if you're awakening to this type of reality, thank you. Shine your light the best you can. I've been trying to shine this light on this thing called YouTube for years, and all I get is I get 2 steps ahead and 1 step back. I've tried to make eloquent videos and editing and doing all that mess, and it don't get no views. I can put up some kind of stupid shit about a cat and get some views. Well, I got one about a cat ain't getting no views. Yeah, that's funny. The cat messes a bird, and they're not supposed to mess birds when they're hungry. And this cat's kind of fat, it's in my shorts. You go over to the shorts, and then maybe you can help me pass that video around and help explain that cat is fat. That cat ain't never had to catch a bird. That's his instinct kicking in. He thinks, oh, if I catch that bird, I'll be a cat. No, you're a fat cat. He jumped up at that bird, and that bird like to peck him to death and hit him with his beak and flapped him with his wings, and that bird flew away. That cat looked like, damn, I must be fat. It ain't got no views. All right, that's all a mystery. How do I get views? What I do to, bring my channel back to life? It ain't important. I'm gonna make them anyway. Talk to my people that've been watching me for years and years. I love you. Thank you for watching my channel. I'm shaking. Let me see how long it's been. It's 27 minutes out here in this cold. 27 minutes. By the time I get my shoes on, I thought it was going to be 30 minutes, maybe 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Ah! Woo-wee. All right, I'm freezing. I got to go. Y'all have a good day. I love y'all. You know I do. Even if I don't know you, you're one with me. I know you. If you're one with the world, that's okay too. Change the way you think, and you'll change the world. Yep. Peace on earth. Especially at Christmas time. Baby Jesus is coming. I love me some baby Jesus. I don't care nothing about Santa Claus, Satan Claus, Satanella. But I know I love me baby Jesus. Y'all have a good day. I'm freezing.